What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Zosum. It is me, once again, the only person who runs this YouTube channel, and today we are doing the Stanley Parable Part 2. Yes, it's happening again. This time, we're just gonna do random stuff. So yeah, let's go. So this is just gonna be the random endings that are short. So, first things first.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure.
Nope,
what if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility?
Can't do that.
He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever.
Yep.
I will be happy.
Yep.
Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by?
Yep.
He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do.
No, you won't.
Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Come on. Oh, I'm dead. Yep, that was the cowardice ending, if I believe. Wait, if I believe. If I am correct. So, yeah. There's that. Okay, next ending. This is just me doing a playthrough, just all the freaking endings. So yeah, we did that ending. Now, sometimes we can open that door.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, I totally
No
missed
matter
it.
how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Yep. This is possible. And out the window.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes.
Yep.
So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Yes.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want. Like, right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
Okay.
There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable.
Yay!
You too will become quite unbearable.
Dum-de-dum-dum. I don't know if this ever ends, to be honest. I've never actually done this one. So this is new to me. I think the music just keeps playing forever and ever. I'm just gonna say that it ends there, so, yeah. Okay, we're back. That's just fabulous. So you saw that ending.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Employee
Stanley
database.
decided to go to the meeting room.
Wish I knew what
Perhaps
that
he had
said.
simply missed a memo.
Boop.
No matter
Now,
how
you-
hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace
Shut
of
up.
his co-workers.
Shut up, Mr. Narrator. So you saw the yes ending. Let's go for the no ending. Do, 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 do.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
Yep.
He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we
Very
take
much.
a minute just to drink it all in?
How about now?
Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
How about now?
Then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option?
No.
Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration?
Quite a
and
while.
this is Rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So,
Oh, look, you're right.
what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine
Neither.
if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Okay. Yeah, that's that ending. Oh, I don't want to quit the menu. Oops. Dum-de-dum-dee. Dee-dee-doo-doo. Hey. Okay, we're back.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
You know, let's just wrap my up. I know what I should do. I should go on the Adventure Line ending. How do I get to the Adventure Line ending? I forgot.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, that's how. Okay.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes, I very much want to stop by the employee lounge to admire it.
Yes, truly a room worth
beautiful.
admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
And I shall.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door,
Nope.
and got back on track.
Downwards! freaking love the Adventureland ending. I'm sure you guys will too. Come on, load already, you piece of crud. I want to play it.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track.
Yep.
So now, in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Okay. That's okay.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
I don't know. What were you
It's clearly...
thinking?
Oh, dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay, here's one of my favorite parts of the game. Garage door here, right? No garage door. Garage door? No garage door. Good work. Oop. Hey, look where we are.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to,
Fire.
Who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay. From the top.
You know, it'll only be 4 years before we finally get to the actual part of this ending that's funny. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
I don't think so.
Did you move the story somewhere?
How did I do that?
Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Exactly.
It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Okay. I want to go down here. Seems fun. Everyone knows that you're dead. They're just holding back to let you torture yourself in your guilt. Oh. You know, the Stanley Parable makes no sense, so... I should just go over here.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before.
Doesn't this seem similar?
Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Okay. Just gotta restart again. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Definitely. Now there are no doors.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. Well, I missed that. Turn off your computer. Oh, that's a different.
I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Once again, the Stanley Parable makes no sense.
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps. Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work,
Congratulations!
and it really paid off. So, good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
No.
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
Definitely not.
Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
You know, any day now. Come on. You're wasting my time. Any day now. Any day. Come on. Just a little bit farther. Okay, thank you.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
Yay.
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Okay. Seems legit. Let's go. Why did All Star just like
You
start
see,
playing in my head?
the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
Onwards!
But here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood. music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay. Did you seriously interrupt my best music for this?
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell? Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Okay. This is a slightly longer video, because the adventure line is amazing. It's a really long ending, but it's amazing. Okay.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Cool.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
I don't have imagination. I'm Stanley.
Oh, no, not
Hello,
you
line.
again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Okay. Okay, bye, line. Ooh.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Yeah.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really... No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean... did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if...
Bah, bah. bum, bum. Okay, so I showed you the whole confusion ending thing, and actually, the rest of it doesn't happen. But yeah, the rest of the Adventureline ending does not happen.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
However, there is one more thing involving the Adventureline.
When Stanley came to a set of two open... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yep.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Adventureline, I can see you. Yep. That is the only thing about the Adventureline ending. From this point on, there's nothing else. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like down below. It really encourages me to keep making this stuff. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, become one with the Derpy Zozie's army. If you have any suggestions, comments, questions, concerns, anything like that, just leave them down below in the comment section. And I'll